Right.
When I was away, I had already broken up with him, and he always sent me money. He always looked out.
So he's a really good cat.
He's a good cat. You know what's even worse?
What?
He ended up going to jail because of me.
Wait. What the fuck are you talking about?
So I know you didn't see the special yet.
No, I have not seen
You have to see it because
her special. We'll talk about that in a bit.
yeah. And what happened that's kind of messed up is so I realized that something wasn't right. You know, like my funds were freezing up. I got millions of dollars in an account, and I'm swiping my card, and it's not
You got
working.
millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars in these accounts. Yeah, $10 million. You know.
Oh well, I'm talking about. Wait. We're talking about the dude, and you said you threw him in jail. You got him in jail.
Okay, I'm telling you how he went to jail.
Okay, go ahead.
So okay, I got millions of dollars in these accounts, and then the feds. You know, I don't know it's the feds, but my bank is acting a little funny.
Right.
So, you know, nobody can help me. The phones stopped answering. They got some type of system where they knew it was me calling, and the phones just stopped being answered, no matter where I called from, no matter what. Make a long story short, finally they agreed to overnight me the check to wherever I'm at. So I said, well, I'm in Atlanta. I was really in Detroit. I said, I'm in Atlanta. And they said, right now? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, okay, well, will you be there in the morning still? I'm like, yeah. They're like, well, we'll overnight your check. But I really wasn't there. I just felt like something wasn't right. So I hired this lawyer, this black guy. And I said, how much will you charge me to fly with me to Atlanta? I got to pick up a check. He said, what kind of check? I said, oh, just a little check. Mind you, it's a couple million, but I'm not telling him that.
Right.
So he's like, $1,000. I said, okay. So I give him the $1,000. In the morning, he flies with me to Atlanta, and I meet my ex-husband. And he said, what are you doing here? I said, no, I'm not back, but I'm waiting on some money.
Yeah.
He said, how much money? I said, why does everybody want to know?
Right.
I'm waiting on some money. So we get there, and there's this black SUV sitting outside.
Oh, shit.
So the lawyer's like, how much is this check you waiting on? And I'm like, why? He was like, because that looks like law enforcement. He said, I'm going to go over there and see if that's who it is. So he goes, knocks on the window. They roll it down about this much. He looks in and he sees United States Secret Service on the vest. He's like, oh, you know, this is a new subdivision. It's a brand new neighborhood, all brand new built houses. There's a lot of kids around here. And we see some suspicious guys sitting in a van. I just want to make sure that nobody's looking to kidnap any kids or anything. They're like, have a nice day, sir. Roll up the window. So he comes in. He's like, you might want to tell me how much this check is because the Secret Service is outside and they actually deal with money as well. I said, don't they protect the president? Yeah, but they also protect the financial integrity of the United States as well. So they may just want to question you about this money. Like, how much is it? So finally, I'm like, well, this particular check is about $4 or $5 million. He said, what? Damn. He's like, and I only charged you $1,000. And I'm like, well, first of all, ghetto ass.
Yeah.
Why does your price adjust based on my network?
Yeah, fuck you.
Whatever your price is should be your price.
If I would have known you was getting that, I'd charge you $100,000.
You know?
Damn.
Exactly.
Fuck
How
outta
ratchet
here.
was that?
Your 1,000, you thought the 1,000 was a little much. And I was like, cool, here you go. He's like, wait a minute.
So now my ex is like, what do you mean? Because I just showed up. You know, I wasn't living there anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you know, this is the address on file.
Yeah.
And they said they were overnighting my check, so I showed up. He's like, well, you know, I got a little weed, and weed wasn't legal at this time.
Oh.
I got a little weed in the house. I said, well, what's a little weed? He's like, yeah. You know, I got a couple pounds.
Oh.
So I'm like, well, you better flush it.
Yeah.
And then he goes, I also have some guns in here.
Oh, my God.
But he's not that kind of guy, you know.
Is he licensed with the gun?
Well, in Georgia, you didn't have to be licensed at the time. And, you know, we moving from New York. So, you know, all the guys that come from New York get happy in Georgia. You know, it's a guy thing. You can have a gun, you know, whatever. Right. But one of the guns where it was purchased at a gun show. And apparently the serial number was scratched off. Oh, no. So I'm like, well, listen. So the lawyer's like, just give him everything. He's like, no, fuck that. I'm putting it up somewhere. Hopefully they don't find it.
Right.
So I see them getting out of the truck, like now to get ready to come in the house. And I'm like, hurry up. So we're like flushing weed. Oh, my God. So now he goes to get the guns, right? or put him away, whatever he's doing, in the attic. So he steps in the wrong spot in the attic. And right as these guys come to the door to ring the bell to come in, his freaking foot falls through the ceiling. So it's like, so now
Talk about putting your foot in something.
he's dangling from the ceiling.
Are you
I
serious?
swear to God, I can't make this up. He's
What kind of house
dangling.
did you buy with weak flooring?
Some cheap ass, quick built.
It's like a cartoon. It's literally like a fucking movie. So his foot
Is dangling. So now, and they come up to the door, and these doors are like, the doors with the glass on the side.
Yeah.
So they're looking right in, and they see. So now it looks like somebody's trying to hide something.
God damn.
So they
and he was stuck there. He couldn't get out.
It's like, so he's like cursing. He's like, God damn it. He's like going off in his stomach. It's crazy.
God.
So his foot is like dangling. And he's trying to get his foot. It's fucked up.
Damn.
Yeah, so they were like, well, you're not getting that check. It's now in the hands of the United States government. Blah, 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 blah. We've been running all over the world looking for who you were, Miss Hall.
Damn.
And I'm like, okay, I mean, what do you want me to tell you? I have a business. If you've been watching, you know what I'm doing. It's not that serious, blah, blah, blah. And they was like, oh, it is. It is that serious.
Oh, shit. Were they all white, black?
All white. All white. I'll never forget Agent Purcell. That was the agent in charge.
Damn.
Yeah, and I remember them searching the house, but I didn't live there.
Right.
Them searching the house, and guess what they found?
His other foot?
No. You are crazy.
And they did. They
Oh,
take his shoe
God.
off and tickle his foot like, hey, no, hey! I don't, what did they find? Okay,
God.
wait, while you're talking, is his foot still...